All right. Okay, to the best of my knowledge, we're going to check here to make sure. We are going with our first ever. Oh, it looks that way. We're going with our first ever Aspire Chiropractic after hours live. So, what is this? You know what this is? This is access. This is access. This is opportunity to the office, to the patients, to anyone who's really just tuning in to see what the hell's going on. If you've been following along here in the office, we've certainly had a lot more happening outside the office. That's a weird sentence. If you've been here, you've noticed we've been doing more things there. We've increased our video production. We've increased our presence on social media. We've increased our presence in the community. We've increased our interactions in the community. So this Aspire Chiropractic After Hours Live is just another step in that direction. Because from a healthcare standpoint, from a doctor's office standpoint, I'm only allowed to give of so much of my time, right? So what is this? This is a way for me to give more time. This is a way for me to help more people. So it's going to be kind of a brain dump. It's going to be a week in review, things that come up with, just questions, stuff people have asked in the office. I get asked a lot of the same questions over and over again, which I don't mind. Please ask all the questions you want, but sometimes might be better than others. Sometimes I might have more opportunity to share and demonstrate for some patients as opposed to others, just based on the time constraints of, are we busy or did you come in at a slow time? So this is really just a way for us to share maybe some like behind the scenes kind of stuff, some things that might benefit you, but man, maybe you asked at the wrong time, or maybe my head was in the wrong place. Just all those kinds of things. Not that my head's in the wrong place when you were present with me, but things come up, things transpire in ways that I might not give a good answer here, but I might have a better answer there. Somebody might ask a question that you thought of, but you didn't have. So this is a way just to share things, just share what's going on in the office with the patients, in the community. Obviously, this is the first one. This is going to look a little rough, but as time goes on, maybe I'll add a little more production value to this. So, Aspire Chiropractic, After Hours Live with Dr. Taylor. Let's do this. Let's just do an events update. So, we haven't put anything out in the office yet, but our second annual Summer Spectacular, our backyard barbecue, it's not in a backyard, it's actually in our parking lot, will be taking place at the end of the month, Friday, May 31st. Don't quote me on the time right now. Let's say it's 3 or 4 o'clock. It's going to be just like we did last year, right? So if you were privileged enough to show up last year, shoot, it was hot. So we moved it up. Last year, we had about 100 or so people. Right now, we're going to have we got a bounce house for the kids. We're going to have some cornhole stuff. We're giving away another grill. We're going to have face painting. There's been talk of a foam party. I'm not sure if that's working out or not yet. Again, burgers, brats, Dr. Taylor's famous chicken wings. They're famous because everyone liked them last year. So now they're famous. Yeah, that's going to be our next big thing. So again, if you've come here to our, as they say in the industry, our brick and mortar, we're having a little party in the parking lot. Bring your friends. Again, just a way to help the community more, to give you guys something to do, to create community here in North Richland Hills, in the mid-cities. Couple other things going on. Oh, perfect. Like I said, way to answer questions that somebody asked, somebody might not have asked. I had a question today. We did a re-exam, as we tend to do here. We do them usually on factors of 12 as far as your visits are concerned. Did a re-exam. First visit, took some x-rays. Person had some wicked scoliosis. Wicked scoliosis. Apparently I'm from Boston. Wicked scoliosis. So we took an updated set of x-rays today, and they still had a curve in their spine. Now, we were able to demonstrate that the curve is less, the degree is less, the measurements are less, but they asked a question. They said, hey, is my spine ever going to be straight? And to answer you, I'm not sure. I'm really not. So Our job is not necessarily to straighten spines, but our job is certainly to make your body function better than it was when you first walked in here. Now, more often than not, we will reduce curves. We might not eliminate curves though. So, perfect example, questions somebody might have had that somebody else might not have had, just to kind of follow up on, just as a way for us to help you. Now, this whole thing here, this live stream, this is in no way, shape, or form an original Dr. Taylor idea here. I actually got this from a guy named Grant Dennis, who's a chiropractor in Arkansas. He does these pretty routinely. And there's also my coaches. I'm sure some of you have heard of them before. They're called their names are Shondale and Lacey Book. And again, they're like, hey, how do you, as a chiropractor, how do you help people? I was like, well, I adjust them, obviously. Well, of course. But if I'm just adjusting people, how many people can I help at a time? The answer is going to be one. So this here is a way for us to help more people, to share more information. It might be chiropractic related, like the scoliosis we were just talking about. It might be community based, because I can tell you right now, my vision for this is going to be to have more people on here, to have, heck, maybe some patient interviews, some testimonials, certainly some local businesses, just to, again, just trying to help as many people as I can through things more than safe and natural chiropractic care. Perfect example. I just got back from lunch. These things are, I'm going to shoot for these things to be on or about 1 or 1:30. And I say that now as it is 10 to 2. Just got back from lunch. Went down to the Boulevard Cafe. So if you guys, it's here on 26 in North Richland Hills. If you guys are not following us on social media, you should be. Well, one, you're probably watching this on social media, but all of our handles, Aspire Chiro DFW. Whether it's YouTube, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Instagram. And I say that because every Friday on or about, I go out to these restaurants around here and I do a little thing called Dr. Taylor Sent Me. And this is always posted on Instagram, posted on our stories. I go out there, I grab a bite to eat because it's lunchtime, a girl's got to eat. And then what I do is I leave a $100 tab. And that tab is open to anyone who goes into the restaurant and says, hey, Dr. Taylor sent me. It's like, well, what if I don't follow you on Instagram? Well, then you're not going to be aware of that. So follow us on Instagram. It's going to pop up on our stories. Now, what happens if nobody shows up? Well, then the server who has that table walks away with a $100 tip. So it's already sitting out there. It's at the Boulevard Cafe. It hasn't been claimed yet. Go in there and grab it. If not, again, don't worry about it. It's going to be put to good use. More social media stuff. We also do this thing called the Northeast Tarrant List. What is the Northeast Tarrant List? Same thing. We go out to other community members, other businesses, whether they have products or services, and we buy $100 worth of whatever that thing is. And we put your name into a list, and then we draw it every Friday. So the email has gone out. So if you're looking to get on that list, if this is brand new information to you, hop on to Facebook, hop on to Instagram, find one of those posts where we're talking about the Northeast Tarrant List and get your email address on there. Because every Friday we pull that name, we shoot out an email, and we announce the winner. Now, if your name is announced, you have until the following Wednesday to set up a time to come grab your prize. So, for instance, we drew for a Quick Trip gift card, $100 worth of gas. $100 ain't what it used to be at the gas station, but drew for $100 worth of gas. Email went out. So whoever's name that was, I don't recall who it was off the top of my head, has until Wednesday to come pick it up. If they don't, that prize gets rolled over and added to another prize. So we're going to have a $100 prize every single Friday. And it's going to go out to that specific list, which you are allowed to get on. If your name is drawn, cool, you win the stuff. If whoever wins it doesn't pick it up, so next week we're going to be doing, heck, it might be, I got something for Boulevard Cafe, or we're going to do something with Rejuve. Whatever the prize ends up being on Monday, we'll announce it then. If nobody has claimed the previous week's prize by Wednesday, then that Friday, then the winner gets 2 prizes. If that doesn't get claimed, the next winner gets 3. That's what happened this week. we had 2 different cryo things. We had a Quick Trip gift card, and we had a $100 gift card to Kroger. So that's what was drawn for at noon o'clock today. So whoever's name was drawn, they're going to get a chance to win basically $400 worth of gift cards. And again, this is something that we do every Friday. If you're a local business and you're watching this, give us a call, slide into our DMs. If you want to take part, we'd be more than happy to put your stuff on there. So we've got our Dr. Taylor Sent Me. Watch our stories on Fridays. If I'm in town, I'm grabbing lunch. We've got the Northeast Tarrant list. If you're not on it, get on it. If you need to find it, scroll through. Heck, maybe in post-production, if I can figure out how to do this, I'll actually put a link onto the thing. The end of the month here, we have got our 2nd annual Summer Spectacular. So no cost, no charge, just come, eat with us, drink with us, play some games with us. Got some cornhole, got some ladder games. Again, we got face paint for the kids. JP of the Fort Worth Rugby Club, he's bringing a gigantic bounce house. Gigantic bounce house. And, man, I think that's all we got on the docket right now. Oh, I lied. Also, the first Tuesday of every month, come grab tacos with us. We do Aspire Chiropractic's Taco Tuesday at Mi Pueblo, right up on Northeast Tarrant Parkway and Davis, right by the Walmart and the Target. Again, just show up, grab some tacos with us. They make delightful margaritas. Marlene is our waitress. She takes great care of us. Augustine's behind the bar. He's the one that makes those delightful margaritas. So again, it's just, how can we have a bigger impact on the community? But how can I do it without necessarily using these things? Because these here will only allow me to help one person at a time, to change one person's life at a time. What are you doing today, Dr. Taylor? Just changing the world. Now we're going to do a little bit more, aside from maybe in the chair or on the table, reaching out into the community. So if you've got ideas, if you've got things that you want us to take part in, let us know. For instance, another example, tonight, this really is a stream of consciousness for the very first video. Tonight, we got the Jackals game. So Jackals play, kickoff is at 7:30 at Choctaw Stadium. The team chiropractor will be there. He'll be in attendance. So swing on down. Tickets are super cheap. It's a great time. It is absolutely beautiful outside. Rode the bike into work today. The hog, if you will. Man, but if you got a free moment tonight, come out to Choctaw. Catch the Jackals game with us. But threw a lot of stuff at you. And it was pretty random because that's what this is set up for on day one. Because what this is basically just done is better than perfect. So somebody goes, hey, you should do a Facebook Live. You should do a YouTube Live. So that way you can keep people more informed. So that way you can entertain people. Because if there's one thing I am, it's entertaining. If there's 2 things I am, it's entertaining and a chiropractor. The list could go on. There's a devilishly handsome, markedly witty, all kinds of superlatives, if you will. But again, share this, like this, but most importantly, take part in this. Because this will allow us to just enrich your life a little bit more, aside from just moving some bones around, which is still very important. So, with the incredible randomness this is, thanks for joining us on our very first Facebook Live. It's been 14 straight minutes of me talking to a camera in a room by myself in an effort to help you guys, effort to brighten your day a little bit. Appreciate it. Thanks for joining. I will see you on the next one. Again, ballpark sometime right around lunch on Fridays. Maybe right after I go grab a bite to eat. And wherever it is that I do, follow us on Instagram. Let them know Dr. Taylor sent you. Right here at Aspire Chiropractic. Thanks, guys.